Matchies! Hello, hello! How's everybody doing? It's been a little bit longer than usual. Yeah, unfortunately I had to cancel my usual Tuesday Fire Emblem stream because at work I had to stay longer. I was very, very upset. You guys could probably tell from my tweets and angry post on Discord, but I was not very happy. Yeah, I don't think anybody likes having to stay extra long, especially without overtime. I think I probably could have maybe asked for overtime, but I felt like, this should be sent any second now. And done any second now, and it wasn't. But, you know, it is what it is. How's everybody doing? Meowdy Fuzzy Mandrake, Meowdy Caleb, Meowdy Jelly, Meowdy Zev, Meowdy DD1DK. Hot unpaid overtime with a sucker. I rarely like to. They can consider this my gift for Christmas. You also had to do overtime this week because of a snowstorm. Ooh, well, can't change nature, unfortunately. That really sucks, though. I had to do it because, essentially I sent in things for a project, and it was due that same day, and the person that I sent it to had all of these changes that they wanted to make at the last second. After I sent it to them, you know, hours? No, not even hours ago, at the very beginning of the day. It was like a 3-page thing. It shouldn't have taken them that long. Also, Meowdy Davis and Meowdy Brillis. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? You're gonna stop by to say hello before you go to bed? Busy day streaming today? Oh, yep, I know how it is. You got one more day tomorrow and one more day of work next week on Wednesday. Yeah, I have one more day of work this week, and then I can rest. So I'm very excited for that. But unfortunately, it will be a shorter than usual break because on Saturday, I will be streaming. But the day after that, on Sunday, my parents have decided to host a little holiday party. And I have mixed feelings about it. Yeah. I like it because I'll get to eat a lot of delicious food, and I guess it's an opportunity to dress up, which I don't always get, except for when I come on stream, of course. I'm always dressed to the nines, but it's a rare opportunity to do it in real life. But then also, lots of people in my house for hours and hours and hours. I think it should be fun, though. Apparently, they're gonna be making, like, cheese boards, yummy pastas, I think that they even want to make, like, a bunch of lamb chops, and I was like, are we sure that we can afford that? Lamb is expensive. Meowdy Bryant, hello, hello! Luckily, your mom has the day off tomorrow, so she'll drive you half of the way to your work. Ooh, nice! You're saving energy that way. Yeah, I enjoy carpooling with people that I know and like. Otherwise, I would not want to be anywhere near them inside of a car. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing better today. I was pretty cranky on Tuesday, though. I actually finished all of my work. The person got everything that they needed to get, kind of just before the time that the stream would have started. But I wouldn't have had much time to prepare, and I was already in a foul mood due to the extra hour of work. But you know what? It means that we'll get to spend more time together on Saturday, right? Coworkers, the bane of our existence. Yeah, this person is like a principal at the company, and she was annoying a lot of people, not just me, with her shenanigans on Tuesday. Like, people were subtly throwing shade her way when I was talking with them about it. But, you know, because they're principals, they think they can do anything. Also, Meowdy Rainy! Hello, hello! How are you doing? And also, foul mood, Fire Emblem can only be trouble for the death count. Yeah, exactly. I don't want my sour mood to impact my Fire Emblem decision-making skills. I already have streamer brain to blame for some of it. You're here. You're here. I'm here. Everybody's here. Are you the real Rainy? What decision-making skills? Hey, shut up. Meowdy, Fun Time Freddy, Kachiko Fazbear, how are you doing? What's up? Oh, but yeah, I feel like I have a few work nemesis. There was one that I used to have, I feel like, but she's become more nice over the year. We didn't really get along very well the first year of my employment, but now she's calmed down a lot, which I'm glad. And I mean, I think I've also become more competent at my job, but she really had a chip on her shoulder. Enemies to lovers trope? No, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But, I have, like, 2 other older ladies. They're always the old ladies, too. It's never, like, an older gentleman or someone my age. I don't know. I think it's maybe something about that demographic that I sometimes either get along really, really well with, or they just are not a fan of the younger generation. One of my work best friends is actually this lady who is in her 60s, and she's like a work mom in a lot of ways. She's great. She's really funny. You know, she has, she also laughs at a lot of my, my shady jokes. She's very shady herself as well. Also, Meowdy Deeps! You love my voice acting for Korin during the Fire Emblem streams. Think you can do an Oscar-worthy performance of the death quote? Ooh, what is the death quote for Korin again? I'm gonna look it up. Korin death quote. Let's see. I don't know what it is because I haven't died yet. So I don't know what his death quote is. Okay, defeat quote. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm sorry. I can't go on. Korin, no! How could I let this happen? Korin's death/game over quote in chapter 4. You died like 3 times on chapter 4. That was the prologue. That doesn't count. That doesn't count, Fuzzy Mandrake. Come on. Get good at Fire Emblem. But I can do the Frederick critical quote. Pick a god and pray. Why did you read it as freaky talk? I mean, we do some freaky talking in here sometimes. How would you not be the real Rainy? Who the fuck would draw my PFP in paint but me? You know, this is true. This is true. I have been enjoying voice acting inside of the new in the older Fire Emblem game. It feels new to me because I just finished Awakening. But it was pretty interesting. I was thinking about when I first bought Fire Emblem Fates, and it was like $40 for just one route. And then it was another $40, I think, for the second one. Or for like Hoshido versus Nor. One of the two would be more money. And then Revelations was like $20 for DLC, right? Yeah, they definitely overcharged a little bit, I think. They thought that they were Pokemon. I mean, to be honest, though, there are a lot more differences inside of the Hoshido versus Nor than there are in the different games of Pokemon, from what I can tell. Isn't it just like a few local exclusives to increase the likelihood that you will trade with other people? Your greatest regret is not getting the special edition when it came out. I feel like with the special edition, though, it came out way later than the original game. And so you would have had to be really patient and avoid playing Fire Emblem for like, I don't know, 6 months. I feel like you guys would struggle a lot with that. No Fire Emblem for 6 months. I can't think of anything worse. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy the Fire Emblem streams, though. When I initially streamed Awakening, I was thinking this is probably just going to be a one-off thing because no one's going to care or like it. But I've always really enjoyed Fire Emblem, so I'm glad that so many of you did as well. Oh wow, can you do the regular death quote? How could this happen? Followed by, so this is the end. Forgive me, everyone. I didn't accomplish anything. So dramatic. I do want to do a little bit of voice acting, though. If you watch my, what is the game again? I played The Grey Garden, and I voice acted each of the characters in that on stream, of course, not the actual game. And I really enjoyed doing that. I felt like I had a very big variety of different voices for that one. It was fun. Yeah. Good memories. Do not underestimate the Fire Emblem community. Yeah, I will never underestimate them ever again. It was gonna be a one-off thing, then you got a crit in chapter 3, and that was all it took. You got shared everywhere because I thought it was funny. Damn, the crit heard round the world. Oh my god. Oh, I also have a lot of really fun events planned for Christmas time, actually. I'm not going to be here for Christmas, though, because I am actually going to be on a little vacation. But if you guys remember, last year I participated in Pam's big Christmas concert. You know, I might be in it this year again, too. Maybe. I'm so excited. I loved it last year, and I loved it this year, too. You shared it with the Mang's Empire and the Enderong Saga Discord. Big. How dare you take time off for yourself during the holidays. For shame. I know. I'm not a true VTuber if I'm not here streaming 600 or 365 days a year. Yeah, I will be in that concert though. So you guys will still be able to watch me. And also, I'm going to be participating as an NPC. NPC Neko, I know, rare. Inside of Mang's big Fire Emblem charity stream. I'm going to be one of the units. I'm super duper excited. Actually, that might be right before my trip. I don't remember. Green unit Poneko, exactly. You know, I had to be a green unit at least once. I mean, look at my hair. But yeah, I am really super duper ultra mega excited for that. And I am excited for my trip too. Just a little bit. But I'm a little bit worried though because I don't have a lot of good clothes for the cold. And the place that I'm going is going to be probably between 20 and 40 degrees, I think. Yeah, probably. So I'm a little bit worried. You know, I like to dress a little bit warm, as you can see, but I'm used to the, you know, California weather. Poneko is a California girl at heart, you know? That will be December 21st. Ooh. So I will... Oh, that might be actually on the day that I am flying out. I might have to watch it after the fact. Or maybe I can get like that plain Wi-Fi or whatever. Have you guys ever used plain Wi-Fi? I never get to usually. Unless it's free. When I originally flew to Japan, they actually gave us free plain Wi-Fi. I know, big deal, right? Yeah, I've never been able to sleep on planes either. I feel like for me, I don't want to get like business class or first class or anything like that. I think it's better spent, you know, on your actual vacation. And on top of that, I'm probably not even going to be able to sleep well anyways, right? Buffering at 360p? No! Plain Wi-Fi equal dog water? Yeah, but honestly, I would still much rather have the dog water Wi-Fi than none at all. I feel so unprotected without the Wi-Fi. I can't even use cellular. It's not fair. You put in your earbuds and listen to an audiobook until you fall asleep on the plane. Yeah, what I usually do is I play on my Switch or I'm gonna be playing on the Nintendo, or no. God, I almost called it the Nintendo Steam Deck because of all the memes you guys keep on talking about. But I'm probably gonna be playing on the Steam Deck and also on the Switch on my plane flight next time around. Usually I just play on the Switch though for a little bit, and sometimes download a few games, download a few shows. One thing that's really annoying is with Steam, if you've gone on a trip before, you have to go on offline mode preemptively. It doesn't let you just go into offline mode on your own, which I think is kind of a big oversight. I wonder why that's the case. Nintendo Steam Deck next console leaked. I mean, if we think about it, the Switch is kind of a Nintendo deck. I mean, yeah, it is. Plus also, the Switch 2 is probably going to come out soon. I know a lot of you have been thinking, and a lot of people in general are thinking that Fire Emblem is probably going to release a new game for the Switch 2. And I hope they do. I really do. I think, honestly, while I engaged with Engage and thought that it was a fun game, the story was just so weak. And I know most of you care far more about gameplay than you do about story, and that's fair. I do too. But the story is so bad. It makes you just not care about the characters as much, about growing them and etc. I really think that they need to make this next Fire Emblem a hit, or else the series could be in trouble. Minx has turned his opinion around heavily on Engage with this current Iron Man stream he's doing. He's liking it a lot. Yeah, but he is playing it modded though, which is going to, of course, make the experience more enjoyable. And I think that Fire Emblem Engage does have a lot of good things in terms of the maps and the gameplay, but it's just so monotonous to play when you're going through the Somnial and having to collect all the garbage. Wait, like who brings a Switch to the bathroom on a plane? Ew, what? Yeah, that's not a very good idea. I don't want to get like rare plane germs on my Switch. Oh yeah, unrelated, you randomized a copy of Three Houses and got the mastery ability for Noble, and it was rolled to Ancient Dragon Skin. That's crazy. At least, that's something that makes a little bit more sense, in that only 3 characters will be able to master that. So, or at least I think only 3 characters have access to Noble, right? And it'd be 1 on your personal run. Noble is all of the rich kids. Oh, yeah, it is. I forget a lot of times that Fire Emblem Three Houses isn't like one of those games where you only have 1 Noble. Doesn't matter because some ass clown did that on the plane you were on. How did you know? Did they leave it there? Did they leave their Switch in the bathroom, not just bring it in like a weirdo and take it out? Oh my god. I remember, it was so embarrassing, but I was on a plane once, and I saw like this couple talking to each other in front of the stall. And I think I might have accidentally said something like, "Are you guys going in together?" I felt like such a dummy. Or maybe I saw like one of them come out and then the other one like right near there. It's like, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just been silent. Caleb, 1 to 2 Switch in the bathroom on the plane with them. Yeah, I think you just gotta bring your Switch in too to assert dominance. There's only room for 1 Switch in this bathroom. And it's mine! Ugh, need to take a drink of water. You beg my pardon about the power play and bringing in your Switch to assert dominance. Bring Gekbob. What? What's a Gekbob? Huh? Gekbob into the plain bathroom? Oh, kebab. Oh, kebab? Wait, let me look up. Kebab. Oh yeah, you did mean to spell kebab. You're misspelling. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just remembering this one scene from Psyche K where like all of the kids are bringing in random stuff to school that they shouldn't have, and one of them brought like one of those shawarma things to make shawarma. I feel like shawarma's really good though. Kebab too. Mediterranean food is just mega underrated, I feel. I think honestly, even the pickiest of eaters can usually find something that they would like at a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern restaurant, because they use pretty subtle, nice spices, and it's not usually overly hot, you know? I feel like it suits the American palate and kind of, you know, is something that they can enjoy, right? Shawarma slaps. Yeah, it does, it does. There's this one place that I go to that has like it's not a pie, but like they bake all of the different foods in it, and then it has like a little crust on top. It's like a family style place, and it's so yummy. I also recently had kind of for the first time, maybe like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, Egyptian pizza. What is the actual name of it though? Egyptian pizza. What is it called? Fatir. Yeah, I had fatir for the first time, and it's so good. It is. Like, so it's kind of like not really that similar to a pizza. Other than that it does have kind of a not exactly a crust. I mean, it has bread or something like that with a like stuffed meat and cheese and other ingredients. I think they put in like pastrami in the one that I have. It's really good. It is. So if you get the chance to have fatir, go for it. It's not the same as pizza, but honestly, it's better. I'm really picky about my pizza though. I don't like it to be overly greasy. I like fancy pizza. I do. I like my pistachios on my pizza. What's my spice tolerance? You know what I think? I think I have a higher spice tolerance than probably in America, right? I'm not going to be comparing to people in other countries because I'd probably be much lower in that case. But in America, I think I probably have a higher spice tolerance than 65% of the population. Maybe actually 60. Yeah, like 60% of the population I have a higher spice tolerance than. So I usually get my food prepared mild to medium, and I think that's pretty much the sweet spot for me. Like, I can tolerate higher spice, but I just don't like it as much. I like something very subtle when it comes to the spice, you know? And honestly, when it comes to spice tolerance, I don't even think that it's like something that really indicates anything biological with you, but it's more like how often have you had really spicy food? And the more often that you've had it, like the more those senses get dulled, right? Little Caesars. It is. That must be fancy, right? That's the Poneko side eye. No! Little Caesars is not fancy pizza. How dare you? You're a huge fan of spicy foods. Yeah, I like spicy foods. I just like them on the milder side. Like, whenever I have the choice between, would you rather have a little spicy or very spicy, I usually choose the little spicy. You know, Because I like a little bit of it, but too much, and it kind of makes me meh. Yeah. Bulldog Noodle Fire. Oh, I remember I was speaking with Johnny Cat inside of the mod chat, and he recommended that I could potentially have as like one of my goals to do the like red hot bulldog challenge or something. I think it was something like that. And I thought about it for a little while, and I realized I'd probably be out of commission for like a week if I did that. You had the hottest sauce available during your lunch break, and you had to finish the shift with tears in your eyes? Oh no. You like making your taste buds burn to a crisp to the point where your snot gets runny and it doesn't stop spewing out. Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't like that feeling. I don't like it when my tongue feels overly hot and my tummy kind of hurts. And my eyes are watering. I like it when it's like, oh, that's a little sizzle on the tongue. Yeah, I can handle that. I can handle that. But when it comes to sauces in general, though, I'm very, very picky. I don't like to add sauce in most cases. I prefer cooking things in sauce, if that makes sense. Like, having it be practically a part of the dish, if that makes sense. I don't like dipping things in sauce. Poe, it's got some kick to it. Neko, thank you. Yeah, I like to have just a little bit of kick. Spaghetti and tomato sauce, but no tomato sauce. I mean, but you're cooking the spaghetti with the sauce, kind of, because you probably use like, well, do you use pasta water when you're making spaghetti and not spaghetti and meatballs, but spaghetti and marinara? Yeah, for me personally, I prefer my marinara with a little bit of cream in it. I don't like it quite as much when it's just straight tomato. I know usually people do, though. People usually enjoy that, but I'm not one of those people. You know, I'm Poneko, a little bit of kick to it. The cat likes cream. Imagine that. I'm shook. Yes, I am a big fan of the cream. I really like creamy spaghetti, chicken Alfredo pasta. It's not my like #1 favorite or anything, but it's like a rare treat that I sometimes have. Like, I probably haven't had it in a year, I think. When it comes to chicken Alfredo, though, I usually have it like once every 6 months. I have to go on a long cool down because I feel like I'm super duper mega unhealthy. Also, Meowdy Magalune! Hello, hello! Very random question that doesn't relate to anything. How much would I have to bribe you to have collabs with random viewers? I don't know. It would have to probably depend on the viewer, right? Probably it would have to depend on who the viewer was. But generally, though, I collab with people that I already know or that, like, I'm interested in getting to know, you know? Caleb, don't point it out now. You're hungry, too. How about Zev? Ooh, I think that could be fun to do, like, a D&D collab with Zev, potentially. $5,000 because I'm insufferable. Zev's like, $5,000, and I get half of it. Hello, cute cat. Hello, Spiked Kirby. Hello, hello. 2 years of art. This is true. We need to do our collab too. Yeah. I'm gonna be on vacation during part of December, but let's do it either when I come back or before I go. I'll message you, Rainy. I'll message you. We'll get something done. Oh, we have a better, but how about one with Kayla? One with just like the whole mod team. You're not streaming anymore? You're going to war? Rainy, no! Did I miss my opportunity? Oh, shit. Oh, well, I was talking about Christmas earlier, right? And I was just wondering, have any of you ever been out, like, caroling or anything like that? I actually used to do carols back in high school. I did, I think it was like a big Christmas melody of like 20 songs or something. And it was kind of fun. It was. I didn't really do it quite as much as the other people because, you know, I was a busy little cat girl, you know, taking cat naps and such. It was also in my senior year of high school, so I didn't really want to do anything. You know how it is. But I was actually a little caroler for a while. And I feel like it'd be really fun to do like Christmas carols or whatever with a group of VTubers. But right now the closest thing I have to that is doing Pam's Christmas concert. Yeah. You hate people way too much to go out and sing for people. That's fair, that's fair. But what about the love of the game? The love of the singing? Yeah, I definitely enjoy singing for me more than for others. But I guess tomorrow I'll be singing for you guys because you guys are going to get to choose what song I have to sing. And I really hope that you are reasonable with your votes. Don't vote to troll me, okay? I will be angry. Vote sincerely with your Pomodachi heart, you know? And don't put me through the ringer too much. But you guys have some very good suggestions, and I'm interested to see how it'll go. You know, what will win in the end? You like making weird and funny skits way more than singing? You hope that your song wins? I know a lot of you probably do. I'm gonna make it so the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna put two songs up against each other in a battle. And then the winner of that battle will move on to the next round and then battle the winner of that battle. So it's kind of like a tournament style bracket. And today will be your last day to submit songs. So make sure you get them in and get them in fast. Because I won't be able to add in any last second ones. Gotcha, Ocean's Gray Waves. That one I would be pretty interested in doing. You are the ocean's gray waves, blah, 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 blah. I don't know the song. Your favorite song doesn't have any lyrics, so you're forced to pass on this event. What song doesn't have lyrics? I mean, music sometimes won't have any lyrics, but songs... Even like something like the Trollolol song has lyrics. Oh, nice cadence there, Poe. Very majestic. Thank you, thank you. I've been playing Fire Emblem to train. Yes, yes. I've been watching Azura when she does her little singy song dance. I really wanted to cosplay as Azura, actually, when the game first came out. Yeah, that still is probably like a bit of a dream cosplay for me. I wanted to do her black outfit. What do you guys think? Do you like her white dress more, or do you like her black one more? Let me get up a photo of both. Let me see. Black dress. Azura black dress. What the heck? Who are these random whores? Show me Azura. Damn you. Oh, geez, it's not possible for me to get a transparent one, looks like. Oh, never mind, I found one. I think they're both great, to be honest, but I preferred, I guess I should say, the black one a little bit more, because I liked how it looked against her blue hair. Both are pretty great, though. Yeah, I know some people don't love Azura's design, but I think that she has the best design out of any character inside of Fire Emblem Fates. And that's not like an insult to the game or anything. Like, I just think that she has the best one. You like how Korin couldn't recognize her in black? Yeah, Korin was operating on the Sailor Moon principle, where no one is able to tell who Sailor Moon is, even though she looks the same and is just wearing different clothing. Careful saying that you'll cosplay Azura. The feet people will show up considering she's barefoot. Oh shit, yeah, let me just there we go. Now no one can tell. I do wonder though how dirty her feet are. Actually, you know what? I should probably stop talking about this. Meowdy Ren! Hello, hello! How are you? Can we remove that mod? Wait, which mod? Wait, do the Fire Emblem Fates characters have feet? You know how in Fire Emblem Awakening they all had kind of like nubs to walk around on? Did Fire Emblem Fates fix that, or does it have like the same 3D graphics? I guess I'll just have to pay more attention during the next battle. Yeah. I like that, Spike Kirby. Oh, also, I'll need to message all of the winners, too, to decide what new emotes they want. I just realized that I haven't done that yet. The model specifically designed the models to show off their new feet. I see. That's why they made her grippers be out then. They wanted to flex. That's the only possible reason, right? But see, for me, I feel like Azura's design is really, really peak because it remains sexy without being overly Kumery, you know? It's not gratuitous at all. You know, it's beautiful, right? Like, it's something that I could see somebody wearing to, like, some fancy event. Not, like, necessarily, like an OnlyFans video, I guess you could say. Girl, you know you're playing XCOM 2 because of Norian? Yeah, I am. Norian and I are gonna play a little bit of XCOM 2. And I guess I'll learn how to play the game. I'll see if I like it. Maybe I'll even stream it. We'll see. You hop in the stream to you talking about feet. We were talking about the different Azuras, and I hid the feet, okay? This is not my fault. Let me just remove them off the screen, since you guys cannot handle yourselves. You hope that you guys have fun. Thank you. Yeah, it should be a nice time. I'm gonna have probably a mod with us, so it'll be a supervised playtime. Yes, a supervised playdate. Bro, I expect you to play the few games I actually wanted you to play. Well, I will be playing the one with you. And maybe we can even do a Bloons collab, Rady, if you play your cards right. You know, you gotta draw Poneko as a Bloons monkey, and then I'll have to play it. So that's surprisingly cute being babysat by a mod. I don't mind it. I think that the mods, you know, I chose a very competent, nice group of people to be mods. Yes. By the way, you did some more testing on the Poneko FE8 Sacred Stones version. Everything seems fixed and solid now. No glitches, and the Pocat unit performs well. Awesome! I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play Fire Emblem 8. I feel so bad, though, because you guys really got that ready way faster than I thought. I thought it was going to take, like, months or whatever. And so I wanted to do Fire Emblem Fates first. You're not going to be alive. Wait, what? You're going to fight in the Poneko Waifu Wars? Oh, I'm so sorry, Rainy. I know I caused a bit of a scandal with my waifu tier list, but you must come back home and fight for glory and fight for Poneko. Yes. Oh Lord, no, the longest thing was waiting on the portrait. Yeah. That portrait was pretty great though. I really liked it. Whew. More water, you guys. Give me a second. Have any of you guys been watching the Game Awards? I was watching them a little bit before starting stream, and I saw that Metaphor ReFantazio won for art direction. I think that that's a very fair award. I feel like Metaphor ReFantazio is one of the most beautiful games that I've seen in a long, long time. Maybe ever, to be honest. Even though at times the 3D looked kind of funky, you know, I didn't mind it. I felt like it had soul still, you know? And the bosses all kind of look like really interesting fever dream paintings. Yeah. Metaphor ReFantazio was a game of all time. Metaphor deserves more awards, but you're also very biased. Yeah, I heard that Metaphor ReFantazio is up for Game of the Year, right? I would definitely be happy if Metaphor won. I know that Black Myth Wukong is also one of the ones that's up for that award, and people enjoyed that a lot. But I never played it, so I would prefer a Metaphor win. And I don't think that they should give it to the DLC game that is up. You know, it's Game of the Year, not DLC of the Year, right? Also, hello Alexis! Meowdy, how are you doing? Does a DLC count as a new game? Should Elden Ring DLC be nominated? No. No, no, no. They should have a different category, like Best DLC of the Year. You know, DLC is not a new game. Elden DLC is gonna win Game of the Year, which you don't think is fair? Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Imagine if the Fell Xenologue wins Game of the Year. That'd be pretty crazy. The Fell Xenologue winning Game of the Year. That'd be hilarious. I wouldn't be mad as much as shocked. I would feel like I was thrown into a simulation if that happened, to be honest. Oh, did somebody ask, oh, you remembered something you were always curious about? At the end of every stream, you usually say, remember Pomodachi Pride? You always wondered what that meant. Is that just a silly phrase? So, I always enjoyed... There were, like, memes back in the day where it was, This is gonna sound so bad, but it was just, like, being proud of who you are. And I thought that the Pomodachis should be prideful of their Pomodachi status. And it's also just a fun way to close out the stream, you know? The Meowdy thing kind of wasn't something that I had originally planned to do. It was something that just kind of happened. And I kept doing it. Oh, hello, Kuru! Meowdy, meowdy! So cute. Thank you so much. Lions are called prides, right? Exactly. That was the other part of it, is I wanted it to be a bit of a double entendre with Pomodachi Pride being we're like lions because I'm a cat girl. And also we are prideful. And I'm not sure if you've ever seen it, but there was like these Pinoy Pride memes that were kind of funny. And so I partially based it off of that. Yeah. So we're like lions. I like it. Exactly. That's the main part. It's a funny one. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Engage, since Fell Xenologue was mentioned, Poe, if you ever want to do an Engage run skipping all of the nasty story content, we can make a green Alir with different hair. Polier. I think that's a good idea. Yes. I like that. And I also want to use the same mod that Mings is using on his Iron Man. Because I hate having to do all the Somniel crap. But I never want to skip it because then I feel like, oh, I'm just not playing the game right now. Oh, the Swagapino stuff? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we could do all of that for sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't know until recently that you could emulate the Switch still. I heard something like, in order to do Switch emulation, you need to have like a first generation Switch or something and able to get it to work. But it seems like that's not the case. Not that I would know though, because I've never done Switch emulation. Yet. Am I your Fire Emblem manager now or something? Yes. I'm surprised it took you this long to figure it out. You are the Fire Emblem manager. You might be thinking of Switch homebrewing. Yes, yes. We would never emulate here in the lands of the Pomodachi. Exactly, exactly. I would never do something so devious. Never. Maybe the Pomodachis would, but I would not. We use the Nintendo PC deck. Exactly, exactly. Nintendo branded and all. Ooh, speaking of Nintendo though, have you guys heard about the Pal World lawsuit? Let me get it up. Pal World lawsuit update. What is going on with that right now? I feel like Pal World did I think the area where Pal World copied more was inside of how some of the Pokemon looked. I think that trying to say that Pal World copied outright the game mechanics of Pokemon is not really true, because it's such a totally different game. And also having like cute monster type characters is not something that should only be owned by Nintendo. Yeah, evidently in Pal World you can't throw your orbs any longer. Yeah, and I mean, I think that something visually like that makes a little bit more sense, but I still feel like Nintendo has kind of been a bit of a bully throughout the years, so I'm not supporting them in it. It's in Japan. Nintendo made an ass ton of patents over there. Yeah, I heard that they did. I've heard also that Nintendo has never lost a lawsuit ever. You pre-ordered Engage but got lost in the mail, so you couldn't play it on release night. Aw, that really sucks. I actually downloaded it from the Nintendo store. I was not expecting it to come out as soon as it did. I felt like there was not that much fanfare for it, honestly. I think part of the problem too, though, was the leaks and people seeing it and thinking, no way, this is fake. There's no way that the main character looks that bad. They had no idea. Correction, Nintendo never lost a lawsuit that they initiated. Oh yes, thank you for correcting. That's what it is. They've never lost a lawsuit that they initiated. Yeah. Engage had dog water marketing. There was like zero marketing for the game compared to how huge they went for Three Houses or Awakening. Yeah. And I mean, these games are built off of their marketing. You know, no one will play a game that they don't know about. I was very disappointed, I must admit, when I first saw the promotional artwork for Engage. And I know some people enjoy having old characters come back, but as you all know, I'm a mega stickler about that kind of thing. I want it to be original in every way. And Engage was original inside of some of the mechanics of the series, I will give it that. But the story was the blandest one I've ever seen, probably in a video game ever. It was funny, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I watched a video talking about why Engage's story was written the way it was, and the producers said something to the effect of, we wanted to make Engage a palatable story that was easy to understand. Huh? And they wanted to make it simple. Like, yeah, it was a simple story. It was easy to understand. But what person wants to play a game that has a simple, aka boring story without much else going on in it? So bad. I feel like Awakening, I know people like to kind of shit on Awakening's story, but I enjoy it. I think it's, you know, it has problems with making sense at times, but it's a fun story still. It's a simpler story, not the best by any means, but it's exciting still. It hypes you up a little bit. And they don't drown you in dialogue. Engage drowns you. So fucking boring. So boring. But I mean, especially after Fire Emblem Three Houses was such a big hit. I mean, people loved Fire Emblem Three Houses. And they certainly didn't love it because it was so simple. It was the opposite. Awakening has a very serious story, even if it's simple, but it has a classic formula. Oh yeah, it does, it does. I mean, I could find a million stories kind of like Engage. And kind of like Fire Emblem Awakening. But the difference was the presentation. And honestly, yeah, Engage was just really terrible story. Engage did gameplay better than Three Houses for sure. Three Houses brought the story. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. Yeah. But the thing is, for me personally, I still enjoyed playing Fire Emblem Three Houses more than I enjoyed playing Engage. At least inside of their vanilla form. Because even if the story doesn't really matter when it comes to the gameplay, it does. You know, like, I want I want to see this character grow because I like this character. And it's hard to like any of the characters and engage when they're so boring, but also trying to be over the top at the same time. They're just not likable. I can see why people dislike the art style. I don't think it looks that good in game, but Mika Picasso's official art is so good. For me personally, I actually didn't mind the art style itself. I more minded the designs, you know? I think that she didn't necessarily do a bad job with all of the designs. Some of them are, you know, very nice, but they feel a little too Vtuber-y, which I hate to say, because I am a Vtuber, I get it. But I think that, you know, reining it in a little bit, trying to make it look a little bit more like Fire Emblem would have been a wise decision. I mean, because if they toned it down even like 20%, I think it could have been very visually strong. And I mean, the thing is too, like, a lot of the designs actually look pretty cool, but they just don't look Fire Emblem, you know? For example, Fran, what is her name again? Let me check. Is this the right photo? No. Why is it not letting me download this image? Okay. Here. Whoa, that's big. For example, Fran, whatever the hell her name is. She has a interesting design to look at. You know, I know some people might not like it. There's a lot going on. But I enjoy the tartan. I like it with the hot pink. But she doesn't look like a Fire Emblem character. At all. Like, if you showed this to me 3 years ago, before Fire Emblem Engage came out, Fire Emblem would be the last guess I would have for what game this character is from. I mean, and I don't really mind it. I mean, she has a lot of the same things that I have with, like, asymmetry and different colors, and tartan patterns are kind of cheesy. She looks like a side character in a mystery game. Nah, she definitely looks like a main character with all of those freaking accessories, but she doesn't look like a Fire Emblem character. Clan asked for no pickles. Ooh, but look at this, though. I found some Mika Picasso art of the Fire Emblem Three Houses characters. And see, this is proof that her artwork looks very good inside of, with Fire Emblem designs, you know, like ones that look Fire Emblem-y. It works. It's just you have to rein it in a little bit, you know? And I think that if they would have given her more direction and told her, like, okay, rein it in just 10%, 20%, would have turned out a lot differently. You think Mika's a very good artist. Again, the issue is intelligent systems didn't direct her enough for what they wanted, so she just did what she normally does. Exactly, exactly. And I mean, and I actually think, like, in a lot of ways, if I saw the Fire Emblem Engage characters, I would think, ooh, this is a very interesting looking cast. You know, everyone looks very vibrant and interesting and cool. But because it's Fire Emblem, it actually took away from the fantasy of it. Yeah. It does look better? Yeah, I agree. Also, I need to use the restroom really quick, so give me a second, Pomodachis. I will be back. I'm back! Hello, Pomodachis! I am back, I am back. Oh, but I wanted to talk more about the Game Awards. So, one thing that I've been noticing, and I know a lot of people have also talked about this, is the attempted Hollywoodization of video games. And I want to know what you guys thought. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? What are your thoughts? For me personally, I enjoy some parts of it, but for the most part, I think it's a negative thing. I think that having more extravagant awards for video game awards is actually kind of a good thing, but I don't like that it seems so bought and paid for now. Like, you can just buy best game of the year. I know it's been like that for a long time, you know, since game reviewers, pretty much. You're faster than me, insane. Well, my restroom is like right outside of this room. I don't have to walk at all. I'm actually streaming from the toilet right now, you guys. No, I'm not. I remember though, I think I've heard a few VTubers actually recording like song covers inside of their restroom because they like the acoustics in there. Streamer bottle confirmed. Girl, that is a dangerous thing to let be clipped. No, don't clip it, don't clip it. I do not stream from the bathroom. That was a lie. I am sitting in my chair, at my desk, at my computer. But some people do actually like to, I think, record their songs inside of the restroom. They like hang up a bunch of towels or something everywhere to dampen out the noise. When can we purchase Poe bathwater? Never. And if I were to sell something like that, that would probably be classified as like a war crime. You know? It'd be like selling a miniature nuke to a civilian. It's not something that you can just buy, okay? Annoy Caleb by streaming from the airplane bathroom. So guys, I'm streaming on my Switch from the airplane bathroom right now. I do have to be pretty careful when I go on planes though. You know, so that I don't blow up the plane on accident. I have to make sure that I take Dramamine. It makes it so I get a little bit less affected by the different motions happening in the plane. As you guys know, I'm very prone to motion sickness and tummy aches from said motion sickness and headaches from the motion sickness and etc, etc, etc. So I always take a little bit of Dramamine whenever I go on a plane. That way I'm way less likely to throw up. Yeah, the last few times I've been on a plane though, I have felt rather queasy. And I think the main reason for that was the pilots were kind of piloting it badly. Or maybe the weather was bad. That was probably what it actually was. Shakes Kitty vigorously. No! At this point, it's just baby-type sudden death. No! I won't die from it. I will just be very, very uncomfortable. You know, Poneko does not have shaken baby syndrome. I just get motion sick sometimes, okay? That's another reason, too, why I don't like roller coasters very much. They also make me feel kind of motion sick. And they're all so scary. Meh. Roller coaster scary. Planes do so much stuff on their own, it's unreal. Yeah, you know, planes are pretty cool. I've never been a plane-obsessed person, but I do have a family friend who is utterly obsessed with airplanes. He's quite a bit younger. He's like in high school still, but I've known him since he was a literal baby. And he loves airplanes. He's like super into Microsoft Flight Simulator. He really likes to show me that he flew from some place to another place. He's like, look, I flew across your house. You feel like she doesn't understand the whole context about your mother suffering from the jerk on the plane with the Switch he was playing on for an hour. I mean, of course that's annoying, Kayla, but like I'm a jokester. I'm gonna joke about it. The jokes take away the pain. If you do make it, you hope to come back to see me playing your game 5 minutes at a time. I will. If you make it back home, I will play balloons. You threw yourself down a half pipe today? I don't know how you do that. But congratulations, I guess. Oh yeah, but I was wondering, what do you guys want for Persona 6? Since I know a lot of you guys are big Atlas fans, big Persona fans, etc. I mean, I know that Persona 6 is going to be a green-themed Persona game. So I already know it's going to be the best one. But I know some people are saying that they think that Persona 6 is going to have a female protag with green hair and pink cat ears. No, not the pink cat ears part. But I have heard that it's going to be a female protagonist potentially for Persona 6. I feel like this might be a red herring though. I don't necessarily trust it. Male on stream? Wait, what? Well, I guess if I was playing Persona 5, it would be a male on stream, yeah. You never played a Persona game, only watched through the romance routes? Yeah, Persona really did revolutionize, or I guess I should say normalize having romance, I think, in the way that they did in video games. I feel like it was nowhere nearly as common until Persona came out. Yeah, Persona is kind of like, in some ways, baby's first dating sim. That's a joke about how stupid folks get if a male voice ever shows up on a female VTuber stream. Oh yeah, true. I like to joke about that as weird. Male? Males where? None of my chat has any males in it, right? No, unfortunately, I know this to be true. That a good amount of my chat are of the male species. No, I'm just kidding. But I did actually give a good amount of females the mod privileges to increase my female viewership, and I think it's been working. I'm pretty sure I have like 10 to 20% female viewers, I think. Wasn't this disproven? No, it did work though. I don't know if it worked because of my female thing, but it said I had like 1% or something. What are my current Pomodachi viewer demographics? YouTube demographics of all VTubers like 98% male. Oh, is that so? Well, then that means I'm like one of the most popular female streamers for females ever then, right? No, not quite. But let me check and see. I'd probably have to be a Niji male in order for that to happen. Let's see, audience. Let's check. It says, 7.2% females and 92.8% males. That's not so bad. Yeah, that's okay. How long did you have this 3D model? This model is not 3D. This model is actually live 2D. So the way that live 2D works is you take a drawing and you're able to make it move. And I'm using a application called VTube Studio that's able to track my face movements. So yeah, this is not a 3D model. I do actually have one though. But Yeah, I'm able to do this all on my own. Green cat plus blue lordling stream equal absolute peak. It's me, Zeb the lordling. Yeah, you do kind of look like a Fire Emblem lord based on your profile picture. I'm not sure if that's your OC though, or if that's just like a Fire Emblem character. You practice voice acting so that you could be able to do a female voice. You had to plan to become a semi-popular female streamer, and once you collab with someone who is semi-popular, you'd scream in your male voice. That's evil. That is evil, Narakta. Remind me to never collab with you again? Or ever, I guess I should say. I couldn't. That would be too dangerous. Speaking of profile pictures, oh, what's up? It's your OC. I remember back in ye olden times when I used to go to anime conventions, I loved to get I loved to get fan art of my OC. I had one named Mika, and she was like a little demon girl. She had sort of the Hanyu-esque horns. Yeah. But she had like a gothic Lolita dress that I designed. It was kind of inspired by Rouge, the bat from Sonic, a little bit. She was really, really cute. I need to find some artwork of her. I honestly semi-considered just using that as my VTuber design, but I decided not to in the end. You DM me the OC design. Yeah, I saw it. It looks really cool. It does, wow. And this isn't AI or anything, right? Doesn't look like it. Very beautiful. Whoa, you changed it! You changed it! It's green now! I can't tell what your profile is, though, to be honest. It looks more green, so I like it. I think it's very, very nice. Now you gave up on the idea, now you're going for a male VTuber with multiple personality disorder. Interesting, interesting. It's always fun to hear when some of my viewers are becoming VTubers or VTuber adjacent, I guess. Yeah, cool stuff. Let me take a little drink of water. Please look forward to the Zeb debut in 2039. Someday, someday. Maybe you could be a PNG tuber for now. There's no shame in PNG tubing. No, I'm just kidding. You had a new profile picture get made with your VTuber model. Want to show it to me on Discord? Nah, I'm alright. But thank you for offering, Narakta. Thank you, thank you. Oh, earlier today, I actually got my blood drawn. And I was feeling rather faint. I almost fainted, you know, like a damsel. Yes, they took some of my my liquid gold blood. Only 2 vials, but it made me feel kind of woozy, so I had to lie down for a bit. Apparently that's something you're supposed to let the people know if you've had it happen before, but I've only gotten my blood drawn one other time, and that was last year, and I have like 5 vials taken, so I was thinking, oh yeah, it's probably just because I had so many damn vials, right? Have you always been an outgoing, chatty person? Interestingly enough, I feel like the Poneko personality diagram is rather interesting. So I was always a very talkative little girl, and excuse me, geez, I have something in my throat. I was always very chatty when I was a little kid, and then I got to middle school, and I hated middle school, and I was not shy, but I just really hated everybody. So I didn't want to talk with anyone. I was just really on edge all the time inside of middle school. And then after that, I mellowed out a little bit in high school. Was still chatty, but not very trusting. I'm still like pretty wary of strangers. But when it comes to my Pomodachis, I'm very comfortable with everyone. Yeah. I don't think that my personality changed as much as, like, I became more cautious And now I'm a little less cautious, which could be a bad thing. One time in high school, you volunteered to give blood. They had a newbie draw it for you. Ooh. Jeez. Double the amount of normal? Wait, what's the normal amount to draw inside of a normal blood donation amount? How much blood is taken when you donate? 1 pint. That means approximately 10% of your blood supply is taken when you donate blood. So this guy took like 20% of the blood in your body. Oh my god. That's really scary. What happened in the end? Did you just have to like sit around or? Huh. That's really scary. A pint of blood though, that sounds like so much. I don't know how much 2 vials of blood is. 2 vials of blood amount. Wait, what? A pint is 47 to 48 vials? Huh? That's a ton. So you got like 47 vials or almost 100 vials if you had double the amount? That's really scary. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be donating blood anytime soon unless I absolutely have to. No, they take it out in a bag. They don't do it per vial. Bag of blood. That's so scary. Gotta pay the rent somehow. No, that's not blood. That's plasma, you silly. That's plasma. Yeah, I do remember hearing about like the recent trend of college students donating plasma to pay for their college. Which, you know, I mean, I guess in some ways it's a good thing, but also kind of dystopian in some ways. Listen, there's a non-zero chance your blood goes to you. It is a 0 chance in this case because I got my blood drawn not for donation purposes, but for testing for things to make sure I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how common this is, but essentially something that I need to do is I have to get like this yearly examination to stay on my health insurance and get 50% off. So I kind of waited to the last second, as you could tell, it being December now, but I'll need to send in like all of the tests or whatever to my employer to prove that I'm trying to be healthy or something, or like maybe catching things. I don't know. You're waiting for the sequel to Gamer Girl Pathwater where streamer blood transfusions are the new hotness. That would be pretty crazy. There probably would be some people who would pay like a pretty penny for that. And it would be something that would have a much more limited supply. Unless they just gave you pig's blood. They probably could. I wonder... Now I'm wondering, like, how does my blood taste compared to somebody else's? You still don't know what blood type you are? You gotta figure that out. What if you need blood in the future? Yeah, it's pretty important. Do you guys want to know what my blood type is? That's right. I'm O positive, the universal donor. Or actually, no. O positive is... It's the universal donor or universal receiver? Oh. O negative is the universal blood donor. So O positive blood, I'm pretty sure, is able to be accepted by anyone other than, like, O negative, I think? I wonder what makes it positive or negative, though. Yeah, O negative is the universal donor. Interesting. I always feel like whenever I am watching an anime or something and they, like, say this is the blood type of the different characters. I always feel like the AB blood type people are always kind of crazy. Not in real life, but in anime, they like to make the AB people kind of freaky deaky, you know? Your father said you were O negative, but your father was a drunk, so you couldn't take him seriously. Yeah, you'll just need to get it, you'll just need to get it drawn to figure it out. Yeah. Japan likes blood types for horoscope-esque reasons. That's what I've heard. Yeah. I do think horoscopes are so silly, though. I mean, I don't think that there's a single accurate horoscope. Or maybe I should actually say all of the horoscopes are a little bit accurate because they make everything so vague and generalized that it can be applied to anyone. Did you know that in Fire Emblem 7 your avatar's affinity was decided by your blood type? Ooh, that's interesting. That makes sense. All you know is that your blood tastes like metal? Huh. But only in Japan. That makes sense. And then they later changed it to birth month, I think, right? Yeah, I think my biggest advice to anyone in the chat is do not date someone who is overly serious about horoscopes. I think that people can think that they're fun or, you know, maybe even believe in them a little bit. I mean, we can't all be right. But if somebody is like, I'm sorry, I can't date you because you're a Taurus or whatever, just pack your bags and run. Just go. It's not worth it. It's not. I promise you. I promise you. Very sexual, screw relationships. True. Birthdays for the rest of the world. Yeah, I always just thought it was funny. Like, the day that you're born determining your personality. So a baby that was born at the same time as you should then have the same personality, right? Pretty sure blood and metal don't have tastes unless they're oxidizing. Well, I can tell you that that's false because I've bitten my cheek before and tasted it. And yeah, it does have a little bit of a metallic taste. Ooh, one thing I kind of remember is sometimes, like, when I would run for a long time, I would still taste my blood. Like, I wouldn't be coughing up blood or anything, but I would be able to, like, taste the iron, I think, inside of my blood when running for a long time. Let's see, metallic taste in mouth when running. It says it's usually caused by red blood cells leaking into your air sacs and releasing iron in your mouth. So I guess that's kind of what it tastes like. Or kind of what blood tastes like a bit? Yeah. Chemistry stream. Yeah, that's a normal thing. Yeah. Definitely kind of disconcerting when you're exercising, though. Because whenever I taste... Oh, oops. Let me fix that. Oh, no! My abdomen! Let me hide! Look away, Pomodachis, look away! See? Ah, that was a close one. I almost divided in two. But see, look! I'm in one piece again. The Po tummy has been deleted. No, 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 no. Do not delete my tummy. Unless you mean like a little bit of the fat. That's okay. You could take that. Anyone that's a jerk, regardless of how hot they are, doesn't appeal to you. I see, I see. I mean, you aren't meant to taste your blood, and you can only taste it when it's exposed to oxygen, where it oxidates it very, very quickly. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think it's sort of like one of those things that is true in some ways and false in others. You know, people say things like blood isn't red, and it isn't when it's inside the body, I think, right? But when it comes out, it looks red, if I remember correctly. Or maybe, is it the blue thing? Is blood blue? Human blood is never blue. Light scattering makes some veins look blue. oxygenated. Blood in arteries and freshly exposed to air is bright red. Blood in veins is dried blood, and dried blood is a dark rusty red. Yeah, so the color of it changes a little bit once it is taken. It's red inside the body. Yeah. I was thinking of the blue thing rather than the red color of blood. But it looks blue when you look at your veins sometimes. I know for me, the color of my veins are... I actually have like different colored veins. I have a few that look purple. I have a few that look green. I have a few that look blue. You know, I'm just like a special little snowflake, you know? With all of the veins. Meowdy Umari! Hello, how are you? Due to the radiation? Maybe so. It is red, just very, very dark due to it being condensed, though it does change red hues when it is exposed to oxygen. Yeah, that's what I was reading earlier. And same with white blood cells. I mean, with white blood cells, I don't think that they're white. Maybe they are, actually. Maybe they are white if you zoom into them, but you just aren't able to see them because they're so tiny. You have, like, 5 billion times as many, white or red blood cells than you do white blood cells. Yeah. You've been good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Oh, I was actually watching this TV show yesterday that I was really enjoying. It might sound kind of weird, but I think I discovered my favorite dating show of all time. Because usually I kind of hate dating shows. I do. I've never been someone who enjoys The Bachelor or Love Island. Sometimes I'll watch like an episode or two to cringe for a bit. But recently I started this show called Love on the Spectrum, which is about like autistic adults finding love. And it's actually really, really interesting. It also has a lot of really funny moments too that aren't exploitative or anything. It's good. Yeah, it's really funny. The people are very sincere. They have a wide variety of people. So people of varying, what is the word? Varying degrees, different types, etc. You'd watch a dating show if it was an anime? An anime dating show could be relatively interesting. You think you've seen a clip of that? Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's also really cute too. A lot of the couples are very sweet. And they have people at different levels of functioning. So they have rather higher functioning, medium functioning, you know. It's a good show. It's entertaining, but it's also, I think that it's a good show for people to watch to understand others and such. Okay, an anime about autistic characters would be awesome. Did you mean Danganronpa? No, I'm just kidding. I know that there are a few characters in anime that likely are autistic, so... Meowdy Aura! Hello, how are you doing? Why you hitting me with the side-eye, Neko, huh? What is it? But yeah, it is a very fun show. I actually finished the first 2 seasons yesterday. And I want to watch the Australian version now because it's just a sweet show. It's really funny. It's really cute. I like it. Yeah, it's good. It is. Would recommend out of 10. Yeah, usually Netflix dating shows are really crap, but this one was good. Do you have a favorite anime? I have a few. I have a few favorites. I think Madoka Magica was my like #1 for a long time. I still really like Madoka Magica, but that's one of my favorites. I really like Tatami Galaxy a lot. I really like Death Note a lot. Yeah. I like anything that's rather psychological. Didn't mean to hit that one. Yeah, you looked angry, alright. You looked angry. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's autistic if you're being realistic. Obviously, you have no judgment in your body. Yeah, definitely. There are people that are less obviously autistic. This show has people that are rather, like, pretty high functioning. And then it also has people that are a little bit lower functioning as well. Not quite low functioning though, but yeah, everyone is able to communicate, so there aren't any silent people on the show. What I'm getting from this is you don't like happy endings. No, I like happy endings. I like happy endings. But I do enjoy, oh, another one I've been really liking is Vinland. Vinland has a happy ending. Not a happy story for a lot of it, but it does have a happy ending. I liked that a lot. That was the most recent show I really enjoyed. I didn't like Tatami Galaxy until about the final 1/4, and that made sense, and I realized it was great from the start. You just weren't understanding. Yeah, it's kind of confusing at first when it's like, why is it repeating? But I enjoyed all of the different arcs. I have no enemies. Exactly. He doesn't, but I do. I do have various enemies waiting for me to mess up. But you're comfortable telling people that you trust that you're autistic? Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's the thing, is it's becoming a lot more normalized, you know? And I think that generally that's a very good thing. To be honest, Tatami Galaxy is very novel-like. Yeah, Tatami Galaxy was originally a novel, actually. I haven't read it. Apparently a lot of the people that read the novel didn't like it quite as much as the anime, from what I could tell. But yeah, it is actually based on a book. I might read it one of these times. I might. Let's see. It says it was shortlisted for the Penn Translation Prize. Oh, and he went to school in Kyoto. I didn't know. I need to watch Tatami Galaxy again. I do. Especially after going to Japan, I have to watch it again. Yeah, just such a beautiful show. It looks so good. Same with the Monogatari series. The novel's only good if you can read really fast. Yeah, you gotta read Tatami Galaxy super mega fast, or else it's not like the anime. You want to go to Kyoto someday? I went to Kyoto. I'll actually talk a little bit about my trip. I went to Gion. I went to, I didn't go to the bamboo forest in Kyoto, but I did go to Gion. I did go to the regular parts of Kyoto. And it was a lot of fun. It was. I got to go to before they closed off some of the private streets for tourists because of people acting badly. Yeah, I do want to go again soon. It was really, really amazing. And I would recommend that you Pomodachis try to go if you can as well. It is like the perfect time to go right now in the last few years, because the yen is really weak compared to the compared to the dollar. It's quite a good time. Yeah, back when I went, I think it was around, it's probably around like I think it was a little more expensive than it is now even, when I went. Very, very good time to go. You went to Japan, how lucky. I know, it was so much fun. And I definitely want to go again as well. I went to Kyoto, I went to Osaka, I went to Nara, I went to Nagoya, I went to Tokyo, of course. Also went to Niigata, yeah. You want to see the life-size Gundam? I actually did see one in Yokohama. Let me see if I can get a photo of it from Google. Yokohama Gundam. I must admit though, I didn't love seeing the Gundam because it kind of just like lifted its leg up and that was it. It doesn't really move very much. It's really big, but it's not something that I would see again if I was to go. It is pretty huge though, so if you are very into Gundam, I would recommend seeing it. But this is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm not someone who really knows much about Gundam, so yeah. Nara mentioned, it's a canon event, you love the leg moving scene? Okay, well if there's a reason for it, then I think you would probably be able to appreciate it more than me, because I've never watched Gundam. I just wanted to see giant robot. So I wasn't able to appreciate it quite as much. You had a paranoid friend that told you that Japan had a bad stalker program. Did you get stalked while in Japan? I don't think so. Were any of you in Japan in May 2023? No? Then I don't think I got stalked. No, I was not stalked when I was in Japan. But I was also going kind of from city to city. And I think when it comes to stalking, it's not like it's a super common problem necessarily. It's probably just more of a problem than here. Also, Meowdy Orith! Hello, hello! How are you doing? You've been stalked in high school before? Yeah, I mean, this is gonna sound so bad. I've never been stalked before, but I feel like part of the reason might be because I'm very... I would tend to sometimes, like, be unfriendly. Not mean, but just not very warm at all. Like, I'd hit him with the face, right? Not necessarily, like, kind of a bitch face, but also sometimes if I was, like, suspicious, I would act suspicious, you know? No, you're not gonna trick me with that, Orith. Nope, nope, nope. I have not been to that event called, Saw space Con. I have been to Anime Expo before, though. Who would have thought that the cat is unfriendly? No, I'm super nice. I'm just, very cautious when it comes to strangers. Yeah, whenever I got a bad vibe from someone, I was very quickly would run away. You know? I'm not someone who likes to take chances. And whenever I get a bad impression of someone, I just stick away. You know, some people are people pleasers, you know, where they want to be friendly sometimes to a fault. I'm not one of those people. Have you been to Harajuku? It's that little section in Tokyo. Yes, I did. I went to Harajuku and it was really, really fun. I got a shirt that said Rabbit of Death on it. Let me see if I can find it. Rabbit of Death shirt. I can't find it, but that's what the shirt says. Yeah, it says Rabbit of Death. It's a very edgy edgelord shirt. I liked it a lot. But I went to Harajuku, and just like a true Harajuku fashion girly, I ate the yummy crepes in Harajuku. Yeah, I went to that one store that's really famous for having crepes inside of Harajuku. Let me get a photo of it really quick. This isn't from my phone, by the way. This is just me grabbing it from the internet. Oh, geez, that's the world's smallest image. I'm gonna find a larger one. So I've always been a huge crepe fan. I love crepes. And so I had to try the crepes in Harajuku because I've heard so much about them. And I got I think I got a fruit crepe with mainly whipped cream and strawberries in it. I got a relatively simple one, but I really enjoyed it. It was super tasty. I would definitely go there again, but it's like that really famous place that has a bunch of crepes on display like that. These are not real crepes, by the way. These are like play food. But I went to, I think this was the place. Marion Crepes? Yeah, I think this was it. Isn't it cute? Doesn't that make you want to eat crepes? I swear. You want to try them someday? Do it, do it. Go to Japan. Go as soon as you can. Don't walk. Run! Go to Japan. I definitely am going to go again. Japan loves model display food. Or actually, wait, was it this place? Santa Monica Crepes? I don't know, but it was a really cute looking crepe place either way. Yeah, display food is pretty popular inside of Japan too. I wish that was more popular here because a lot of times I do want to see what my food would look like before I eat it. But I also feel like it's kind of useless in some ways because you can't really get the textures right. No thanks, you prefer to be in your cozy Canadian home. That's fair, that's fair. I like being a homebody too. I think if I had unlimited money, right? Like if I had unlimited money, no job or anything, I probably would want to travel like 3 months in the year, which I know sounds like a lot, but that's because, you know, you have unlimited money and unlimited time, right? I would probably want to travel like 3 months of the year. And then the rest of the year, just spend my time lazing around at home. I know you can do a lot of fun things at home too, but I definitely like to go out more when it's on a vacation. Favorite city in Japan? I only went there for half a day, but I actually really liked Osaka. I really liked Osaka. I was feeling a little bit homesick when I went to Osaka. And there's this area in Osaka called America Mura. And it was a lot more grungy than the rest of Osaka. Or excuse me, than the rest of Japan. It wasn't quite American, but it was still patriotic feeling, you know? It was funny. And it kind of alleviated my homesickness a little bit. It's like, this place, it's so dirty. It's just like home. Let me see if I can get a good photo of it. Where is a funny photo of America Mura? Where it'll show kind of what it looked like. Yeah, it reminded me a bit of like a cross between Los Angeles and Japan. But I really enjoyed Osaka because of the street food. It was really easy to just grab a little snack, eat some of it. And one thing that's really nice about Japan is when it comes to Kyoto, Osaka, and Nara, they're all relatively close to each other. They're like a 40-minute train ride away from each other. So you're able to get there pretty easily. Yeah. Caleb, did you get in a snowstorm the other day? It's just been cold and dry lately. I'm glad that you guys have not been having any snowstorms. I will continue to hope for that. Anyone else like this? Home a little mess. I spilled some water on a trip. Oh my god, I spilled water. Must clean it. Yeah, I hate spilling water. I got so tilted the other day. I was lifting up my cat and he kind of freaked out a bit and spilled water everywhere. I was so mad. I was not happy. It's even worse though when you spill water in like a restaurant or something and like the glass breaks and you just feel like a fucking idiot. Good to know about Japanese transportation. You hope to go there next year. I hope you're able to, Umari. It's really fun. If you do go, make sure you don't just stay in Tokyo the whole time. Like, explore the country and probably go for like 2 weeks at least, I think. Oh, I have a little bit more advice when it comes to going to Japan. So it depends obviously on your budget, but you really can go for a relatively inexpensive amount. If you eat like healthy but simple Japanese foods, you can get like a solid meal for like $3 to $4. So if you have something like a little thing of salmon, little thing of rice, I think like some pickled vegetables, some miso soup, it's like around $3 at one of the places that you can go to, like a Yoshinoya, I think, or chain restaurants like that. Now, obviously, if you want to have some other like fancier or more special food, it's going to cost more money, but pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. Yeah, most of the meals I had in Japan were under $10. Osaka, Kyoto, and Yokohama are the cities you wish to check out. Very fun, very fun. Take photos, take photos. Next time I go to Japan, I want to like bring something Poneko related and take photos with it. I think that that would be pretty cool. Meowdy Crew, hello, hello. How are you doing? What's up? Are you having a nice day? I am. I've just been yapping a ton. It's been a while since I've had a yap fest, so I wanted to do a little Zatsudan. Yeah. Tomorrow, though, we'll be doing the big Grand Royale, so make sure you guys come to that, too. Doing well, shark hunting on SOT. What's SOT stand for? SOT, Sea of Thieves. Oh, I see, I see. This looks interesting. I think I've heard of this game before. Fun. Very cool, very cool. Oh, speaking of vacations though, I was watching the Love on the Spectrum show, and there's one trip that some of the, I shouldn't say characters, that some of the people on the show went on, and it was a safari to Africa, and now I really want to go on a safari. I want to go on a safari super badly now. It looks like so much fun. I love animals, as you guys probably know. You know, not just cats, not just cats. I love, not all animals. I love most animals. Most. And I feel like going on a safari would just be so much fun. I mean, it might be a little bit stinky, but it should be relatively safe, I think. They probably have like guns and shit, you know, in the car. But I wanna be able to see the lions and the giraffes and all of the animals. I really want to go on a safari. Wouldn't that be so cool? What if I did a stream where I went on a safari? That'd be pretty cool, right? Yeah. Oh man, you've been on a drive-through safari once there were bears everywhere. You were scared? Huh. Interesting. I've been on a safari at a zoo before, and it was kind of fun. It wasn't a real safari, but it was actually really fun. There's like a, there's a safari-ish thing that you can go on, I think at the San Diego Zoo. This isn't doxing, by the way. The San Diego Zoo is a very, very popular zoo worldwide and in California. It's pretty far away from me, so don't get any funny ideas. But the San Diego Zoo, I'm pretty sure, has like a safari-esque thing that you can do, and it's like going on a very convenient safari, I would think. Yeah. Won't catch me dead on a safari. You don't trust your luck. Ooh, that's true. I do have a negative luck stat. I might want to avoid going on it. But there are bears on your safari? What sort of safari is that? Are there any bears? I was gonna say, are there any bears in Africa? I'm sure there are. Wait, what? There are no bears in Africa? That's crazy. Can you imagine not having any bears on the entire continent? That's nuts. It says that there used to be bears in Africa, though. There was one called the Atlas bear. Yeah, they have lions, yeah. But bears are like such a high-tier animal. Bears are like such pro-generalists, you know? Huh. Interesting. I have a friend. He's not exactly my friend, but like a friend of a friend. He was bitten by a bear and survived. He also was shot in a 7-Eleven, and he also survived, I think, getting struck by lightning. He's like the luckiest unlucky person in the world. Instead, you have mosquitoes the size of your head. Is that Africa or is that Australia? I think that's more Australia than Africa, right? Are African mosquitoes really big as well? African mosquito. Well, they might not be big, but they carry freaking malaria, so they might as well be. That's New Zealand. Jeez, let me look that up. New Zealand mosquito. Jeez. Ooh, crane flies. Yeah, I think I've heard of these. They're like flies that really hurt when they bite you. Look up New Zealand cave mosquito. Okay, I don't think that I'm finding the right one. Oh my god. The hell? This doesn't even look like a mosquito. This looks like a freaking cricket. Cave weta. Are they like blood-sucking crickets? What is this? Huh? Oh my god, I looked that up and now I'm seeing something called the Waitomo glowworm caves. Oh my god. Ooh, this actually looks cool. I was worried because it had the word worms in it, but look at this. Ooh. I guess the glowy worms aren't so bad after all. That's really pretty. Oh, someone was asking me earlier, though, what place I would most want to visit. And I did really enjoy going to Japan. So, I mean, I might want to go to Japan again. But I also really, really want to go on, like, a European, rail, like those fancy railroad thingies where you're able to like spend the night and stay on a train the whole time. I really want to do one of those where it's kind of like a land cruise almost, right? I want to do something like that. That would be like my my dream vacation. But I'd be pretty happy going almost anywhere. Oh, glowworms are cute. Yeah, they do look pretty cute. Yeah. They do. I wonder what they look like up close. Oh, they kind of look like a firefly. I do want to see like a more bioluminescence in real life. Sometimes I see it like down by the ocean every so often. You'll see like a few little glitteries here and there, but I haven't really seen anything too crazy. Oh, it was really cool though. One time I was on a plane and there was Aurora Borealis going on. And they told us on the loudspeaker of the plane that, oh, we have Aurora Borealis if you want to roll down your windows. And the person traveling with me didn't hear the loudspeaker. And I spoke with them afterwards and said, did you see the Aurora Borealis when I lifted up the window? You didn't seem interested at all. What was that? They said, there was Aurora Borealis? It's so funny. That would be fun, honestly, being on a railroad most of the time. I mean, I don't even know if it's most of the time, but it would be from traveling from city to city. And I've seen some of those luxury train cars. Can you roll down a plane window? That seems unsafe. No, it's not rolling down the plane window. It's rolling down the, there's a cover that you have on the plane window where you're able to lift it up to look outside, or you're able to bring it down to take out all of the light. Yeah, it's the covers over the windows. It's not actually rolling them down. Don't worry about it. I did go on a plane once, though, where apparently some important-ish part of the plane had fallen off when we were in flight. And they told us after we had already landed. And I felt very, very lucky. Yeah, flying for me is a little bit scary. I'm able to handle it, but I do get a bit uncomfortable at times. Generally, though, I like to avoid flying wherever I can. So, with Las Vegas, right? You can choose between either like a, like a 4 to 7 hour drive, depending on where in Southern California you are. Or you can do a flight, which is like an hour long. And I would choose the drive every single time. Every single time. Like, I'd rather drive because then you have the privacy. You can, like, listen to whatever you want on full-on speakers. I'd rather do that, too. Like, even on a, you know, probably anything under a 10-hour car drive. I would rather drive than fly. Yeah. What about you guys? What do you think? Aurora Borealis? At this time of year? At this time of day? In this part of YouTube? Look lies entirely within your stream? Yes, yes. One thing about flights is to not make the passengers panic. Oh, of course, of course. I understand why they didn't tell us. And I'm glad that they didn't because I'd be scared. But it's just funny to think about, like, oh, wow. That could have been bad. Yeah. You can't focus for a 10-hour drive. You need to switch seats. Most you can drive is maybe 2 to 3. Yeah, a 10-hour drive would definitely be pretty painful. But if you were going with another person, you could always switch. Like switching every 2 hours or so. That's probably what I would do in that situation. You drove cross-country with your mom and the system. You ended up settling into 2 to 4 hour shifts. That's wise, I think. Yeah. That's probably the responsible person way to do it. You know, you don't ever want to bite off more than you can chew. Sometimes you can apparently get, like, road hypnosis, I've heard. Yeah, road hypnosis is kind of like a thing that you will sometimes get when you're staring at the road for so long that it kind of looks like it's almost moving. Pretty spooky stuff. Yeah. Anyways, everybody, I had a lot of fun talking with all of you. I hope you did too. Just a good old-fashioned sneezing / yap fest. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Make sure that you come to tomorrow's stream and vote on the song that you want. Your song could win. Maybe. Maybe not, though. Depends on if you sent something good. But either way, please come to tomorrow's stream. It's going to be so much fun. And we're also going to decide what scab I get. And you get to write a tweet for me. And there was something else too, but I don't remember what it was. Let me double check. Give me a second. I'm just going to be delivering a lot of the rewards for the subathon. Yeah, you guys are going to get to write a tweet for me, choose a Discord profile picture for me to use for an entire week, and also voting and suggesting the song cover, getting to choose a scab prompt. Yeah, it's going to be good. So make sure you come, okay? Tomorrow at 6 p.m. You should choose a Splatoon song. If you haven't already submitted a song, you could submit one. But do something that is in either English or Japanese, and I do have the authority to veto any songs that I deem unacceptable. So keep that in mind. Yep, Caleb knows. And remember, Pomodachi Parade! Good night, everyone!